Hello, everyone. My name is Anderson Quinones, and I'm here with Claire, Q, and Blake, and we present to you eBuddies. eBuddies is a mobile application designed to help a host create, customize, and keep track of an event while allowing different users to participate in the event. You can think of eBuddies as an outlet that allows you to bring people from different backgrounds but same interests together. Our application allows everyone to create or participate in many events. It also allows you to communicate with everybody that is in that specific event. Q wants to start working out. Again, let's see how she uses eBuddies to create an event.
Thanks, Anderson. I've been too much of a couch potato recently, and I really hope I can find people to work out with me using this app. I will first log in into my account. Once logged in, I am able to view and edit my profile. Now, I will go into Add Events and fill out the required fields to create my workout event. I will upload a photo and put its name, address, date, time, description, and a category the event belongs to. After I successfully created the event, I am redirected to the All Events page where I see the event I just created. I can also click into my calendar to view my event. And if I click into that event, I also have the option to edit the event. Right before the event starts, I get a push notification that guides me to the attendees list. And it looks like Jenna has registered and is here, and that is my cue to go work out. Let me pass it over to Claire, who will explain how she signed Jenna up.
Thank you, Q. We will now get started by signing up. So starting with sign up part 1, as a new user, Jenna is required to enter her first name, her last name, her email address, and create a password. For sign up part 2, she's required to enter her location information so we can base our events off of this location, and she can also enter a user description and select a user profile picture. For sign up part 3, she can select interests, which will navigate her to a recommended events page based on the interest she selected. And if any of these events spark her interest, she can click on the View Event button, which will navigate her to a single event view and let her join the event. By joining the event, she will have access to a calendar of all the events that she has joined, and she can now join the chat for this event or view it on the map. So by joining the chat, she'll be able to speak with the host of the event and with other members who are also attending this event. And about an hour before the event, she will receive a push notification. And by clicking on this push notification, it will allow her to check into the event on the maps view. So the blue pin represents the user's location, the red pin represents the event's location, and clicking the I'm Here button will allow her to check in. So I will now pass on to Blake, who will discuss our tech stack.
Thanks, Claire. And now I'd like to share some information about our tech stack. Our mobile app consists of both a front end and a back end. We're using somewhat of a nerd stack, which is comprised of Node, Node Express, React Native, and PostgreSQL for our database. We're also using React Native Paper for styling. We use real-time data and notifications to keep our community connected. For maps and directions, we use the Google Maps API. And for more granular functionality, we're using Expo-Location to track users' longitude and latitude coordinates, GeoLib to convert meters into longitude and latitude, and React Native Maps to display the maps and custom markers. Some challenges I'd like to speak about. Earlier, I mentioned real-time data and keeping connected. Push notifications were real tricky to get the hang of. For example, to set the correct date, we had to convert the date type in our database through string manipulation, and then combine that data into the actual push notification itself. Sockets. Sockets may have been our biggest hurdle. We started with a component called Gifted Chat, but establishing a connection between the client side and server side of sockets proved to be very difficult in the context of a mobile app. Tasks like creating rooms and leaving rooms were hard to solve since we had limited documentation to reference. The clock was ticking, and after a week or so of testing and troubleshooting, we came together as a team to find a viable solution. We discovered a helpful article which became our guide, a reference, and would ultimately help us develop what we set out to build. Testing the chat component within different events and seeing other users log in and join events, group chat was a major achievement and one we're all really proud of. With that, I'd like to hand it back to Anderson for some closing remarks.
Thank you so much, Blake. As eBuddies continues to grow, we would like to implement a couple of things. The first thing that we would like to implement is individual chats between the user and the host. The next thing we would like to do is use facial recognition for the user to log in. Then we would like to implement video chatting between the user and the host. And the last thing will be to deploy this application in the Apple Store. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy eBuddies.